Have you ever thought about 3D printing your own Ironman suit, but you're stuck to which files to choose? Today, I'm going to be comparing Do3D files and Johan the Master Builder. Two main names tend to crop up when you're looking to build an Ironman suit with the STL files. Do3D, absolutely massive. They make so many files, especially the Ironman suits. I think they've got near enough everyone on there. And the other one that has a lot of files is Johan, the Master Prop Maker. Just to clarify, I'm not affiliated with either of these. This is my own opinion, what I think of the files. Also, just want to put it out there, this isn't me bashing any files, or this is just my own opinion, which I'd prefer to use. Like I said, there's pros and cons for each, and we're going to go into that in this video. So the first thing I want to start off with, which is absolutely massive to everybody at the moment, is the price of the files. Now, Do3D they are expensive for files these days. There's a lot of competition out there these days, and if you're going off a price, ideally, Johan, it's 1-0, I'm afraid, just based on the price. Now, Johan has a Patreon. You can sign up to a monthly fee, and he will basically release so many files every month. Once you're a Patreon, you can get access to files that is previously released, and you can get them at a discounted rate. I'm just going to move this guy out of the way. So starting off straight off the bat, number one, Johan's files being cheaper. They're accessible through the Patreon, or he has got a website. I will be linking that in the description. Also, I will be linking the Do3D files. What I should have stated before, this is based on the Mark 7 Ironman suit. So if you've ever thought about printing a Mark 7 Ironman suit, you're stuck between Do3D or Johan. Price-wise, Do3D, a lot more expensive. Johan, you can get a monthly subscription with a Patreon, or you can go on the website and you can buy the files separately. That would come in a lot cheaper than the Do3D models. So it's 1-0 to Johan so far. Secondly, if you've ever thought about 3D printing an Ironman suit and you've never done anything as big as this before, you're going to want to look into sizing your prints. If you've never sized helmets or something like that before, that's going to be massive issue. You need to learn how to 3D print before you jump into something like this. I've talked about that in other videos, so I won't go into that today. So this is a Do3D Mark 7 helmet, and so is this one. This is printed at 100%. Now, I don't know who this is meant to fit. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit my 7-year-old. I think my 4-year-old boy would struggle to get that on his head. Don't know what they saw there. This is it at 110%. Now, that extra 10% is absolutely massive. I can get that on, but it's like a big bobblehead. You know, when you put it on, you look like you've got a Lego head. So you want to be sizing your prints. These are really old prints, by the way. I just want to clarify that. So it's stuck together with gaffer tape. I've not actually got a Johan's helmet printed today, but I did have one. The files I've used for my full suit are Johan's files, other than the helmet. Now, I've only gone with this helmet for the build because I think I do prefer it. Only thing I do prefer, it's got lots of different features. The Johan's files, you know, these come off. There's it just fits. Johan's files fits. If you were to print the helmet straight off 100%, it'd fit you. Not like either of these two. So Johan's files for that's better. For this, I just like the look of it a bit more. It's a bit more slim stream. But like I said, for me, I've gone for this. Like these little grids here on Johan's files, you have to print them separate. And the reason why he does it is so you can get more cleaner prints. So it is better, but it's a lot more hassle if you're wanting to stick and weld things together. So I went with the Do3D file for the helmet. So one thing I want to make clear when you are getting into this thing, a lot of STL creators, they go about it different ways. Some have like different thicknesses, files. Others have different parts. Johan's files are more suited if you wanted to motorize, say, the flaps. You know, it's got like little rockets on the shoulders, on the arm. If you've ever heard of Emily the engineer, she's printed certain files, and a lot of them are Johan's files. I think her new suit is actually with Johan's files. So if you're wanting to make it more motorized, you know, the forearms or the rockets or the, you know, it's got like the thigh pieces, all motorized, all flaps. Johan's files just seem to be more accessible if you wanted to make motorize them, basically. Do3D if you're building a statue or you don't want to motorize it. Ideally, less parts to print would be Do3D. That wins. If you wanted to print less, be a bit faster to build, I agree. One of the other things I think Do3D wins at is the cod piece. So you've got your ab pieces, your cod piece separate, as is with Johan's files. The abs and the cod piece are joined together. Now you could cut them off in Mesh Mixer. You could mess around with stuff like that, but ideally, I think the abs look a lot better on the Do3D model compared to Johan's. Johan's has got a separate piece at the top, and this is put on there for mobility. You might think, oh, it's another separate piece to print. It's not. It's there for mobility. You know, if you've ever made a cosplay and you want to lean over and things like that, if you've got a full ab piece here, you're going to struggle to move, you know. So Johan's more considerate with things like that, as Do3D, the cod piece is more practical. So Johan's gone for the top half, mobility. Do3D's gone for the lower half. You choose which you think is better for that. I'm building a statue, so I've gone with Johan's files. Like I said though, with the flaps and things like that, I must admit it is quite annoying if you're not adding them on and you're printing something that could just be printed in one. Like the back piece, I believe it has got, I sliced it down the back. I basically sliced the back into 6 pieces, and that was just like the base, and then you've got shoulder missiles as well as flaps on top of those, which I haven't put on. You've got the back flaps going back, you've got the 2 side pieces going down, you've got 1 down the middle. Do3D, it's a lot easier. If I would have probably looked into it a bit earlier, I probably would have thought maybe go with Do3D on that one. But saying that, the chest piece for Johan's seems to be more screen accurate. A lot of builders tend to mix files. They might use, like I've used the helmet for, and then the rest of Johan's files. Some people like to use the chest and back piece, Do3D, or may use the ab piece for the Do3D, mix that with chest piece, back piece, whatever. If you're good at lining them up, or you've got a program called Armorsmith, by all means do it. But this is to make you choose, because files aren't cheap these days. If you're going to have to buy 2 lots of files, you know, it's a lot of money. Do3D, you can get them on offer, $70, $80. Johan's files, maybe $40. This is just, this is going on my main suit, by the way, and I think, you know, I'm gonna have to make another one. If you're still watching the video now, I'm going to let you into a little secret. At 500 subs, I'm going to be giving away a helmet. It can be a helmet of your choice. I've put this on another video. We have got a lot of entries so far. You know, you can pick whichever one you want. You can Heartbreaker, you know, Mark 17, Mark 7, Mark 85, whichever suit you like the most. I will print you a helmet, I'll finish it, and I'm going to send it you free. All you've got to do, like and subscribe this video. Hit that notification bell. Bosh. You got a chance to win a helmet. Who don't want to win one of these? Just want to clarify, when I first got into 3D printing, Johan's files were the first Ironman suit I got. And I printed the helmet, and after I got the helmet, I did get the Do3D full suit, premium suit, but I still ended up sticking with this. I wouldn't advise buying both. I'd advise printing one first, playing about with it, getting to know what you like, and see for yourself. Like I said, I don't want to come across as bashing them both. DO3D, absolutely love them. Got absolutely hundreds of files from these guys. But for the overall suit with the Mark 7, hands down is Johan. Face off. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions about any of the suits or how to size them, if you're struggling with anything like that, hit me a comment, send me a message. I will leave the links to my socials on this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on next one. Capiche.